Hello, everybody. So I just want to introduce this motivation. This motivation is called You Never Fail. And we never fail, of course, because the Most High lives in us. As we abide in Him and Him in us, we could never fail because He is the head of our life and He is our strength. You are not by yourself. I hope you enjoy this motivation and I hope you are inspired. You guys, please subscribe and like, and please put comments. You know, I love when you put comments because we can all help each other. I love you. Guys, Ivan. Okay, so I love you from the bottom of my heart. I do. I love you because I love you with that unconditional love. Thank you. I love you with that unconditional love, and that unconditional love is just me being able to feel and give you the God's love that's in me. That's what unconditional love is the God love that's in us. I came to encourage you guys today. And you know, I got this word this morning and I was like, man, I gotta share it. I gotta share it because I won't be able to stand around with the people that I love, hey June, to believe that they ever failed in anything, you know? And when I was hearing this message today, I was like, man, the Most High is so good, right? He is so good. Like, yeah, I can worship Him forever. And it is going to be like just more about what is happening in your life, who is responsible and who has your back, who loves you that much. Definitely talking about the Most High. So, I'm here to say that you never fail. I want you, in spite of what you're feeling like, in spite of what you're worrying about, in spite of what's going on around you, in spite of the people that are connected you, that are saying something different, you never fail. I want to talk about you guys. So when I was thinking about it today, I said, somebody out there that I love, and I'm talking about you guys on Bigo, somebody out there I love. Yeah! Harlem, thank you! Yeah, you are so amazing. You guys are too much. You guys, yes. I love it. I love the love the energy. So I was listening to the word today, and I said somebody out there that I love doesn't get it. Maybe they might not understand that you never fail, right? Hi, HBIC show. Hey, love. Hi, Star. Hi guys. I love you. So you don't understand. You may not have caught it yet, right? And I'm like, you never fail. You never can fail. You never fail. And how do we never fail? You guys tap the screen and share the live if you can, because I know somebody will benefit from this. I cannot fail if I abide in something that is unfailing. Do you see that? See, I cannot fail if I abide in the very thing that cannot. Do you see that? I'm not talking about you specifically, but when I said that thing on the top, and I'm talking about you never fail, I'm talking about the Most High that lives in you. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I came out to encourage you, King and Queens, today to tell you that you are enough. To tell you that you have everything it takes to always win. Mika-licious, hey love. Sports Freak, thank you for my taps. You have everything. You are equipped with everything on the inside that will allow you to never fail. This is what I'm trying to say. So stop looking at your rap sheet, because there's something bigger than that. There's something bigger than a situation that you're dealing with. There's something bigger. Hi, Blessed. There's something bigger than the very thing that you feel like is killing you. You're not in this by yourself. And if we could give all praises to the Most High to understand that, how can I fail if the very source that is in me can never fail in anything it does? But Candy, when I look at my life, when I look at the things I'm even going through now, I'm hurting. There's some scars, there's some wounds that I got to deal with, I got to tend to. I mean, I broke some things. I mean, I was running this race and I broke my ankle. I was running this race and somebody tripped me up. I was running this race and I'm getting fatigued. There's things that happening, but Kelly, I don't always, I don't see that I'm winning. I look around and then I can't feel it. I don't see it. But what I'm trying to tell you is you can never fail. Because it doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with your abilities. It has to do with the very thing that abides in you. Right? Because I abide in him and he abides in me, then I say you never fail. You can't fail because he will have the glory in each and everything that you experience. Even in the low place he shall have the glory. In the high place he shall have the glory. He will have the glory in every single situation that you're in. So you could never fail. And I came on here to tell you, and not to be long, but I just want you to know that you are not in this by yourself. It may be lonely. You may look around. You may have lost some friends throughout the journey. You may have lost some family members throughout the journey. But what I want to say is that you are not in this by yourself. Though it may be misty, though you may not be able to see, but there's one thing that I want to say is, thank you. Thank you, Lavender. There's one thing that I want to say is, in that mist, God is in the mist. The Most High is in the mist. Though you may not see what's in front of you, though you may have to feel some things, you may be searching for your light. As you're in this thing, you need to know that he is with you. We're going, and we're fighting this battle, but we have to recognize that God is in the battle. We got to recognize that I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to come to a point where I want to begin to operate in a place of strength. I want to operate I want to operate in a place of strength instead of operating in a place of strain. I don't want to be strained. I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want to be feeling like I'm boxing and my arms are too short. I want to be able to recognize who I am, what lives in me, what I allow to be entered into my life, about my stand on who the Most High is. I'm not in this by myself. I'm going to find strength in the battle that I'm dealing with and recognize that God is in the battle. Thank you, Sports Freak. Thank you, love. He's there. Though you may not feel him, he is there. Though you may be calling on him and you're not getting an answer, he is there. For his word says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So again, we understand that if the Most High is so powerful that he's like the sun, he can never change. It doesn't matter what side the sun is on, the sun's energy does not fail. The sun's energy is completely the same. But we begin to shift and we begin to go through seasons and time comes and then nighttime comes. At nighttime, the sun still has the same power. It's just on the other side of the world. Do you see what I'm saying? When we deal with these things, we got to remember who he is. We got to remember that we are not in this by ourselves. Remember that much is given, much is required. I want all of this. I want to reach my destiny. I know that this plan that I have for my life, I know the goals that I'm trying to meet. I know this, but when much is given, much is required. It's going to press you. Your destiny is going to press you to go through some things because it has to strengthen you for what you're calling for. I want something great. I want to be bigger. I want to find out what my purpose is. I don't just want one purpose. Hey, Naj, hey, love. I don't want just one purpose. I want more than a purpose. I want to get the very thing that the Most High has planned for me at this time. That's what I want. We want to find our purpose. We're trying to reach our destiny, but much is given, much is required. Are we willing to work for the very thing that we're supposed to have? Are we willing to cut some things off to make sure that we got to stay on this pace to get to the finish line? Are we willing to understand some things, that everything can't come with me with every level I grow through. Every level I grow through, every level I got to begin to change who I am, to begin to be stronger. I got to begin to straighten out some things, to purify some things, to cultivate some things. Hi, Chris. Hey, love. To cultivate some things into a very place that I'm able to move forward and grow up. I've healed, but I'm feeling a little anxiety in moving forward and expecting my gifts. Expressing a gift. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that. You gotta remember, the thing is that for every great leader, that thing that they're great at almost kills them. I'm gonna teach something today. For every great leader, that very thing that you're so great at can almost kill you. Because you understand that you have to move forward into this thing. You're moving into the unknown. Yes, come on, Balboa. You're moving into the unknown. You're moving into something that you're used to. Now you're stepping out of what you're used to, and that thing that you learned, you're trying to move forward. And as you're moving forward, right, it's unknown. Yes. Hey, Reek. Hi, love. Brownie. And as you're moving forward, when you move forward, what happens? There becomes some anxiety. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going to be before me. I don't know which way this path is taking me. I don't understand. I feel more safer when I'm moving and I can touch where I'm going. I feel more safer when I can hold on to the handlebars. I feel more safer when there's some type of security. But what we have to do is, when we say you are not in this by yourself, when you say that the Most High is in the midst, when you say that He is there, let Him be your handlebars. Recognizing that He is in the battle. Let Him be that very security that you run to when you have that anxiety. Let Him be that safe place. Let Him be. Thank you, Lavender. Thank you, love. My passion is government fighting for my community gives me great anxiety. Wow. My passion is government fighting for my community gives me great anxiety. Yes. So that's what I want you to know, everyone that's out there that's saying, I'm pushing to my purpose. I'm pushing through. I'm getting through. But you got to remember, it's going to bring anxiety. The very thing that makes you great is the very thing that can kill you. And what I mean by that is that we can overthink some things. We can be too strong in some things. We got to step back. That's why I'm saying you want to operate in strength. You don't want to operate in strain. You begin to be straining that very thing that you're great at. Because you're finding all this power and all this thing in self. Yes, Lavender, come on. You're finding all this thing in self, and you got to step back to say, this isn't me. I'm about to say this here. We begin to go into a place where we become too practical, that we don't recognize the Most High. We begin to come to a place, hey Jewel, hey love, hey Damon, hey Bands. We begin to come to a place that we begin to be too practical. I did it last time. It was good for me before. I got through it before. That we begin to come in a place that we don't recognize the Most High. But you have to remember that there's something deeper. The deeper thing is that very thought can be a crippling mistake. It could be a mistake because that's what the reading I did today said. Exactly what you're saying. Know the strength inside of me. Come on, Lavender. That's how the Most High works. He will bring confirmation in all different areas about what He's trying to say to you. MB, hey love. Naughty, grand day to you, love. I love you, love you, love you guys. Yes, Jay Moore, thank you, love. we become practical that we don't recognize God anymore. We don't recognize the Most High. Because we're so used to all the abilities he gave us. We keep functioning in those abilities, and that could come to a place of being crippling. Because now I moved into a place when I was weak, I got the strength from the Most High. And now I understood where that strength come from. And now I'm living by him. I'm living for him. And as I'm living for him, he continues to strengthen me and give me abilities. And as I'm strengthened with abilities, I start losing my way on where this strength is coming from, that I start believing in the abilities that the Most High gave me and forget where it came from. Thank you, Jay Moore. Thank you, love. And as I forget where it came from, I begin to cripple myself, because all I am doing is covering myself up, is being surrounded and engulfed in my own ability, that the next level that I'm getting to, it requires more strength. It requires more confidence. It requires more courage. Do you see? So thank you, Jay Moore. Thank you, love. Hey, Eggnog, Forrest Gump, hey, love, walk with me. You guys keep tapping the screen and share the live. And if you're not following me, hit that plus sign at the top, love. Tell the truth. We're listening. Come on, Naughty. It requires more strength on the inside, but I'm getting crippled because I'm using all my tools. But the next step in life is a whole nother tool, love. A next step in life is a whole different story. The next step in life is a whole nother trauma. The next step in life is a whole nother experience. And we have to begin to, thank you, Forrest Gump. We have to begin to move forward and recognize that I don't got all the tools that are in the toolbox. My toolbox will get greater. What I'm experienced will get bigger. My abilities are going to be greater, because he didn't say that I'm just going to stop here. So if I'm just not going to stop here, I need more tools, and I got to go to the place that sells the new tools, and that is the Most High. When we become practical, that practical part, we just deal with man. We're not realizing that there's a spiritual dynamic that's going on for us to win. We have to recognize, thank you, lipstick, hey, love. Londa, hi, love, I love you. Come on. We have to recognize that there's a spiritual dynamic that will make us win. I need to recognize a spiritual dynamic to win. I can't stay in one place. I cannot be practical and just dealing with man and flesh, and this is how it is, and my abilities. No, it's so much more than that. If I'm telling you that people have not seen your destiny, Landa, thank you. I love you. Thank you, guys. Yes, 4 stars. Whoever you share it with will benefit from this. They need to know how extraordinary they are. They need to know that they won't fail. You might be feeling like it, but it's not. It's fear, false evidence appearing real. If I know who I serve can't fail, then I cannot fail. And everything that I do, I'm going to grow. And everything that when I grow, I win. So I cannot fail. Do you see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. So when we become too practical, we're so earthly, we're so fleshly, we're so focused on the material and the world, we begin to forget that and recognize that who God is. We're so practical, we're so that we deal with man every day, we begin to not recognize who God is. And we need to come into a place, thank you, Nat. We need to come into a place to be able to have a spiritual dynamic to winning. We need a spiritual dynamic. We need to understand there is so much more. Thank you for sharing the live, Lavender. There is so much more than this. If you said eyes have not seen, that means eyes have not seen what your destiny is, what your purpose is, where your journey is taking you. Not even have they heard it. They can't even speak it in words, what is going to go on in your life. Why don't you feel like you will need the power of the Most High to move forward in it? Well, if the human mind can begin to tell my eyes to see it, and if the human mind can't begin to tell my ears to see it, and if the very heart of me cannot begin to even imagine what it is, why do I feel like if I stay in man and I stay in flesh and I stay in the knowledge of the world, that is what I need? Of course, I need to get to a spiritual dynamic, something greater than what I'm experiencing, something bigger than what I dealt with, something greater than my experience right now. Then I know that it has to be bigger. It has to come from something greater than me. Do you hear me? If you guys hear me, can you guys put a 1 in the comments? If you hear me, like, I don't just talk about hear me, but if you hear me and you're listening with your heart, I want you to put a 1 in the comments. If you hear me, if you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth, I want you to put a 1 in the comments. If you hear me, that you are good enough. If you hear me, that you have everything that you need. If you hear me, that you do not feel, I want you to put a 1 in the comments. I want you to hear what I'm saying. Yes. BX, God's spirit, and we must worship him in spirit and truth. Yes. As he abides in me, as I abide in him, he abides in me. That's what I'm talking about, right, BX? So there's a spiritual dynamic to win. There's something bigger for me to win. There's something more than this for me to win. I gotta come to a place to recognize that when the Most High is in the battlefield, I'm not here by myself. I'm not doing this alone. I gotta come to a place, Sylvia, thank you, love. I have to come to a place to be able to recognize and see and know that he's with me. You are not by yourself. Though I may be in the battlefield, I gotta do something. Hey, Shay Money. Hey, love. Murder. I gotta do something. I can't just sit here because you know what? I understand that faith without works is dead. And though he may be around me, I gotta be a part of this team too. I gotta put some effort in it. What does that mean, Candy? I gotta get to a place that I want my purpose so much I start moving. Not that I sit and pray and wish that it falls on me out of the blue sky. No, I want my purpose so much that I start moving in action. I start living, I believe in him so much that I start living my purpose before it even comes to pass. Come on now. Do you hear what I'm saying? I start living in my purpose before it even comes to pass, because I have so much faith that I'm walking in the very thing that I do not see, even this part that I do not feel. I'm walking in that thing. I'm walking in it because I'm so sure about who my Father is. I'm so sure about the words that he has promised on my life. I'm very sure that I can move in the thing that he has already promised me. I'm not going to be scared because I already own it. I'm not going to be afraid to go to that interview because I know I already have it. And I'm not going to be afraid to do anything because I understand that when rejection comes, it's not rejection having to do with me. It's having to do with that it's not good enough for me and that I'm too good for it. That's what it has to do. I understand who I am. I understand who my Father is. I know that there's more. When I understand what has been set up for me, I know, hey KG, hey love, I know that, hey Poppy, I know that it's more. I know that it's more. So as I move forward in this thing, if things don't work out, it somewhere along the lines it has to, because the person that I'm serving, the person that's living in me never fails. It does not fail. Pressure, thank you for sharing the live. You guys tap the screen and share the live. If you're not following me, hit that plus sign at the top. Yay! Yes, I love you guys. You have to do something in order, see, I don't be knowing what I be writing sometimes. Yes, okay. You have to do something. Yes, amen. He will never fail. He will never fail. You have to do something in order to win. I'm going to move forward. It's not going to feel good, but you know what? It's not greater than what I have. I'm not willing to shorten my destiny. I'm not willing to sacrifice the things that are laid up for me because of a feeling. I'm going to get over this anxiety. I'm going to get over this feeling like maybe I might fail. I'm going to get over all this and understand who I am truly on the inside. If it doesn't work, then it's not a part of the plan. And I know that if it doesn't work, that means that the plan that I'm supposed to be on, the journey and the path I'm supposed to be on, is so much greater than what I feel like I lost. I'm going to say that again. The plan, the journey that I'm on, when something says no, when a door is shut and I feel like it was so big for me to accomplish it, what? I get excited because when the door closes on something big, I say, what? The Most High, you have something bigger than that? That's what I say. I'm like, oh, so you really, yo, so you was real. You was real when you was talking about eyes have not seen. Really? That's how I get. Like, what? You're telling me I can't go forward. You're telling me I didn't get the job. You're telling me I didn't get the promotion. You're telling me that I lost these funds. You're telling me that somebody got sick. You're telling me I'm dealing with sickness. Okay. I understand that there's so much more that you have for me now. I get it. I see it. Okay, I understand that's something I could see, but your word tells me eyes have not seen, not just mine, but you're saying everybody. So it's something that I see that I'm trying to achieve, but it's not good enough for the plans that you already made. I see it, Lord. Come on, BK. Hi, Jubilo. Hey, love. You see, that's what I'm talking about. So I have to do something in order to win. Faith without works is dead. I have faith to believe in what you spoke to me. So not just me thinking of it, but my actions are going to show that I have it. Richard, hey love, thank you for being a fan. I know I'm going to deal with new challenges. I'm going to deal with new things, and it's going to put me in a place of growth and progress. How much do you want it? How much do you want the growth? How much do you want the progress? How much do you want that very destiny that you can't imagine? Because if you want it that bad, then everything that you can imagine isn't good enough. I'm going to say that one more time. Because if you want it that bad, then I'm telling you, everything that you can imagine isn't good enough. Come on, Tapper. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Your imagination isn't good enough. You can't even fathom the things. So everything that you feel like is your goal and your purpose in life is technically not even that, because it's bigger than that. That's just a little piece of the big whole area, of the big whole pie that you're dealing with. Just a little piece. Well, why keep showing me the little piece, and why keep showing me the little crumbs, and why just show me the little crumbs? Why not show me the whole pie so I could get on my feet, so I could get it together, baby? You can't even understand it if I did. It wouldn't even make sense to you. You couldn't even fathom the very thing. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. My dreams scare me. Come on, it scares you because it's trying to get you to a place for you to understand that for this little thing, I got to graduate. I got to graduate from these dreams that I have that are small. And listen to me, you feel like it's a large, but to the Most High, they're small. So he's telling you, I need you to get some strength about yourself for these baby crumbs, baby, because when I show you the pie, you won't be ready. I wasn't ready. We wasn't ready for what he has in store for us. We won't even be ready for it. We can't even comprehend it. We won't even understand it. That's why we feel. So when we're in this thing, I need you to start working on baby steps. I need you to overcome this small thing so I could give you bigger. And as I give you bigger, then I'll give you more. And then as I give you more, I give you more. That's why I said new challenges. I look for new challenges because I know it's about growth and it's about progress. I don't want to stay in the same place. I need to be uncomfortable. Do you hear me? I need to be uncomfortable. I need to be shooken up sometimes. I need to feel like this anxiety, because then I know there's growth there. I need to not be okay with every move that I make. It's so easy. It's like cheesecake. It's a piece of cake. No, I need to be able to be in that hard place sometimes, to be able to say, I feel the growth, but I got to do this. I'm not used to this, but I got to move forward. I know who you are, Most High, and I'm resting on you. Let's do this. Strengthen me on the inside. We're going to move forward. I don't know how. I don't know which way. I don't know why. I don't know where, but I'm doing it. What did I say? I got to be able to move. I said you have to do something in order to win. I got to do it so I could win. So I can overcome it, I got to start moving. It doesn't matter. I got to go through the sludge. I got to go through the hard place. I got to carry some rocks. I got to put some bags on my back, but I got to get through this thing because I got to win. Do you hear me? I have to win because it's call for me, it's purpose for me. I got to do it. I'm going to give you guys a little bit. I'm just about done. I'm going to give you guys just a little hint and a little thing that's going to help you on your way. We start feeling this anxiety. We start feeling these things when we're going through because God doesn't always come to us the same. Stop expecting him to come in the same suit he came in last time. Stop expecting him to come through prayer like he did last time. Stop expecting him to come through a sign like he did last time. Stop expecting him to come through a person like he did last time. The Most High doesn't operate in the same thing all the time. Don't act like you figured it out. Don't act like you got everything together. You don't have it all together. He can do whatever, whenever, however he wants to do it. He's going to come to you in all different types of ways. You're not going to expect him when he shows up like, hi, I'm here. Do you remember what the word said? The word said, they said, is that a ghost on the water? And then Peter said, he said, Father, is that you? He said, Father, is that you? But we all recognize him as a ghost. But listen, thank you, Londa. But we saw him. It was a miss. But last time he came to me as a person, he was Jesus. And now he's on the water and I don't see it. He's like a ghost. He comes in all different types of ways. They said, how are you eating fish if you are the living God? How are you eating fish? I'm the same person that I was yesterday as I am now. We begin to go in a place where we start expecting him to do the same thing that he did last time. He is a great God and he is our great Father. He does not do everything the same. We can never come to a place to figure him out. It's more. It's more. If he's telling us that we are going to live for more, why won't we expect that same more from the very God that says it? From the Most High who says it to us. That's right. Come on now, BX. You can't put him in a box. And the last thing that I want to say, remember two things. Remember the word says, not by your works alone, lest any man would boast. Being in receiving mode. Come on, Lavender. Not by your works alone, lest any man would boast. Thank you, love. He came to us to live an abundant life, to live abundant life in him. Amen. Only in him we have it all. Right, BX? Yes, love. It's not about your abilities. It's more than that. It's so much more than what you can do. And don't be prideful about it, because it's not by your works lest any man would boast. I understand where my abilities come from. So that's because I recognize God in the battle. And that's why I understand that I won't fail, because he doesn't. And as he abides in me and I abide in him, I can never fail. Tyson, hey love. The last thing I'm going to say is, you have to remember, it's not you who's getting the victory. He is. He's just using you to do it. It's not you that's getting the victory. He is. He's just using you to do it. Do you see that? He is just using you to do it. Sunflower, hey love, I love you. Thank you, love. Joe Bear, hello. You guys tap the screen. Yes, and share the live. It's not you who gets the victory. He does, but he uses you to do it. So it's not by my works. And I will not boast that it's me, because I recognize your face in the battlefield, Lord. I recognize your face, Most High, when you come around me. I feel your presence. Higgs, hey love. Grand day to you, King. I hope you're having an extraordinary and fantastic Sunday that you deserve. I love you guys. I love you. I do. And the last thing I'm going to say is, in this hard place, in order for me to win, I must, listen to what I'm saying, I must have an encounter with God. I must have an encounter with God, because I recognize I must have an encounter with the Most High. I recognize who he is. When I'm fighting in this battle, I understand, I feel him, I see him, I must have an encounter with him. I must have a moment where I feel him, I see him, I hear him, I'm with him. I gotta find it, I feel it. I have to have an encounter with him. I have to. It's not enough to go through what I'm going through and not feel his glory in it. For his glory, I will do anything. I will do anything. I will go anywhere. I'll experience whatever I need to experience. I'll see whatever I need to see. I'll hear whatever I need to hear. For his glory, I will do it all. I have to have an encounter, because if you're telling me this suffering at this present time is not worthy to be compared to the glory, then I'm doing all of this for his glory. I understand that part. That's why I know that when I win this victory, he's using me in this victory because it's him. That's why when I live this life, I know that I will never fail, because he lives in me and he never fails. I know these things because I know who I serve, and I know who my Father is, and I know why I am what I am. And I know why I'm going where I'm going. Know it loves, be it loves. There's a blessing in the pressing. Come on now. There's a blessing in the pressing. Be strengthened and don't be strained. Be strengthened and not strained. Don't be stressed out. Don't be trying to use your abilities and everything you have. When you start feeling like you're working too hard, you are. Go seek to the throne, lay yourself before him, and start asking for some strength. That's him pulling in the lines like, yeah, I know you don't look like what you've been through. This is the Most High. He's saying, I know you don't look like what you've been through. I know you overcame a lot of things with my help. I understand that. I know you learned some things in overcoming those things. Chi, thank you, beautiful. I know you overcome some things in that thing. I know you did. But guess what? I just want to say, come over here. Remember where you got it from. That's what he says. When you feel like you're working so hard, when you feel like you're being strained, go ahead and be strengthened and go before the throne and get your strength. Because if he's not happy, then I don't have my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. So if he's happy, then I get strengthened. So I got to understand where I got to go to refuel. I got to understand where I got to go to gas up. I got to understand where I got to go to get my strength back, to get my power back. I understand. Hey, babe, I understand that. So I'm not looking in empty places no more. I must have an encounter with him. I love you guys. I mean, I felt it all throughout my bones. Do you hear me? That I had to get on here. I know I usually don't do the motivations on Sunday. I just come through for the worship, but it was all in my bones that you needed this. And I love you so much that I listened to him, because I sacrificed something. I'm not even going to say some things. I sacrificed a lot of things to do this, to be on here. I do. Come on, you can do all. I'm talking about you guys, because God is in you. Hey, you can do all things but fail. Never lost a battle. Do say, and I know nothing, yeah, can do all. Wise, I love you. You can do all things but fail. Never lost a battle. Love. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, awesome, really needed this. Yes, see, he knows what we need. Yes, yes. So, I love you. I love you guys. I do. I do. Okay. Thank you for coming. I was like, is anybody going to show up today? Because I don't usually come on. And you guys came through. Thank you for letting him use you. Thank you, Sunflower. Thank you, love. Thank you, gorgeous. Yay! I love y'all. Okay. I thank you for swing by. You guys make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like and all that stuff. And leave a comment to help encourage other people.